What is up? What is up? What is up, everyone? Welcome to this podcast. This podcast that my compadre and I are creating and gonna have a good time doing it. It's Small Talk with Compa podcast. What up, Compa?
What up? What up? What up? What's up, everyone? This is the co-host Will. You call me Big Willie Style. You call me Will. I am whatever you want to do. But for my compa here, what he was saying, we're just very excited for this opportunity to have this podcast with Small Talk, and yeah, we're I'm super excited. Let's get it on. Let's get it going.
Yeah, we're both are super excited. It's you know what? It was we've been trying to do this for a while now. And when I say a while, I mean a while.
It's been like a while, but it's we had our trials and errors, and we were just trying to make sure that we were ready to launch this great opportunity.
Yeah, this platform that try to see what comes out of it and have a good time doing it. We got some gear. That's why we sound a little cleaner. We were testing all that stuff a few times, and now we're going rocking and rolling. And today, in this podcast, we're basically just gonna talk about why we're doing it, who's it for, all that good stuff. Maybe throw some advice here and there.
It's gonna be great. I think we're gonna have a great success here. I can't wait till like where this is headed. And yeah, this episode is just basically most of us being ourselves, and giving this introduction to the public to kind of know us, and a little closer to us and to the podcast. So yeah, I guess we're gonna start with you, compa. And then we'll take it from there.
Yeah, hell yeah. So my name is Denier. Yeah, in this podcast, I've been wanting to do it for a long time. I've been wanting to get this going, and I was who the better person than to do it with than but with my compadre.
Thank you.
Yeah, and maybe give some people cheers people up with our shenanigans that we're gonna be talking about. Make people laugh, make people have a good time, make people forget about their daily lives for at least for 40 minutes or so, 30 minutes or whatever, how long we do this podcast. But yeah, just this podcast is gonna be for everybody. It's not There's no particular person or individual or anything. It's gonna be for everybody for everybody to enjoy because we're gonna be talking about a lot, culture, music.
For me, it's just more like, hi, by the way, my name is Will. So, definitely agree with my compadre here. This podcast is going to give us this opportunity to talk about our tribulations, our success, our, fun, loving moments, as well as the darkest. In the long term and the goal, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think that we're going to try to tell you and be real as we can, because we want to connect with you guys, because we feel like we're not the only ones that are going through these events, and I feel like there's other people that are going through some difficult times or even some fun and loving times, and we want to share that. We want to keep it 100 with you. We want to be very transparent, and I think that the goal here is to create a platform so that we could help someone out there. Could be one, the first step. Going back to what compadre said, why are we doing this podcast? I guess my question to you, compadre, is, what made you realize that this is the kind of route you were heading to?
Well, I've always been into audio forever. I've always been a fan of making music or messing around with music. I started listening to a lot of podcasts throughout the past couple of years, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna do a podcast. I'm gonna bring it up to my compadre, and we're gonna talk about just life, just about good old times, bad old times, your downs, your ups, and have a good time doing it while we're here.
For the people out there, my compadre's like been a big fan of like he said, audio and all these technology and all these tech gadgets, and so for him to even mention to me, and thank you again for giving me the opportunity to work with you, man, on the podcast. It's kind of like, and right away I said, this is like the right fitting, thought about it, and I said, wow, he's up to something, because, it's many people out there doing podcasts, but, what is going to like stand out for us and how what we think we could bring it to the table, the transparency. And I think that that's something that we are going to kind of focus on. And for me, also, is going to bring out the best of what of me, and also is going to create this opportunity to help others. But with that being said, compadre, now that you have this and we are creating this platform, actually, what is your long term? I know we talked about helping others. What is it that you're trying to accomplish for you and for your family?
Have a good, like I said, have a good time with it. And if there's any bad days that I'm going through, I can always go back and, to jot down some notes. Oh, this is going to be a good topic for the podcast. And kind of just to get away for a short time, at least, if there's anything bad, anything good, or just to regroup and as in itself. And then for the long term, uh, you know, time will tell, I guess. Time will tell, see where this goes and see how the public takes it, how the world interacts with us wherever we put it up, whether if it's going to be on YouTube or Spotify. Well, it's going to go up on Spotify and Apple Music for starters, and then at some point we'll do video. But yeah, I'm just kind of want to go for the ride and see where it takes us. What about you? What are your goals? What do you expect the outcome of this podcast?
I think that for me is, again, expressing my feelings, putting out real content, and just having fun with it, But also for the long term, I think that I want to have a platform for not only us, but for like the public, for the people, that want to have their voices heard. And, looking forward and hoping that we are able to do that. And also, having people come in and share their stories, to take that and learn from it. So I think that's my long term goal in this podcast. And just, again, just have fun with it, man. Just go along with the ride. You know what I mean?
For sure. And we're both super sports fanatics, so we're gonna be talking a lot about sports, which should be you're gonna be hearing noises in the background. Bear with us. I'm gonna try to edit as much as I can from it. But we're right now at the time of this recording, we're approaching the holiday season. Great time of the year for the spend with the family, food, good energy, drink a little bit of everything.
My favorite time of the year, Thanksgiving, great food, surrounded by great people, your family, like, so much love and so much appreciation for life. And then moving again to Christmas where, again, you're with your loved ones, but you look far ahead and you start to realize, hey, the people that are there for you since day one, and the people that really care for you, and Christmas, it just brings that, whole vibe and appreciation together. So this is the best time of the year, man. So can't wait. But yeah, you mentioned, our occupations. I guess we should tell the public what we do. Starting with you, man. Like what is your occupation, man? How you started in the business, and like, what you learned from the industry, and if you could apply that also to your life, your personal life as well.
I am a small business owner. I own a restaurant that sadly is gonna be relocating from the location that we're in. But that's fine, Those are again. This is a little bump on the road of of life. We have to move because they gave us the door out, I guess. But that's fine. It's all good. Shit happens. That's what I do. I'm in the hospitality industry. I'm in the service industry. I've been in the industry for quite a while now. I want to say since I was like 26 maybe or so. Great times. I that's where I enjoy. That's where I learned. Everything about food, beverage, from all aspects of it. I'm and it opened my mind to so many things, stuff, especially in the culinary world and the everything else in it. And it taught me a lot. It taught me to value what you have and Taught me service, taught me how to treat people well, treat people with respect, and so you can get the same respect from others. Yeah, so I've been doing that for a portion of my life. Now we're gonna see what my business partners and I hop on to the next journey, and hopefully we can establish ourselves somewhere new sooner rather than later. What sucks about it is that it's the holiday season, and is we gotta let people go because it's just sad, because we developed such a strong team over the last. We've always had a really strong team, but we it's gonna be tough for them for us as well as business owners to let people go on the holidays. It's just one of the worst things.
Yeah, it's like it's so hard to kind of fathom that, and you try to do your best to help out, and try to be positive about everything. But you're doing a good job, brother. So I know that you're gonna bounce back. I know the restaurant's gonna bounce back, and we're this is not the end, just a bump in the road, and can't wait for your next venture. I'm there to support you in every aspect that I can.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
What about you? What's your occupation? What do you do for a living?
Manager at a restaurant. There's always been restaurant in the for me. I've been in the restaurant industry for maybe I want to say 20, 21 years. I think it's a long time. Yeah. Started off as like everybody else from the ground up. As a busser, moving up the ladder. Similar to to you, and it was always a catching. I was always trying to catch up to my compadre because there's one position he goes up, I'm like right next to him. So no, but it was always been like something for me, like to like look forward. So it was just like, like if he could do it, I can do it, right? Type of thing. And it wasn't for this business, it's for this industry. I wouldn't be who I am today. It taught me a lot of like taking care of people, helping people, being a very good human being, being aware of your surroundings. You know, observing. And one thing that I didn't have, bro, that this industry taught me is the empathy part. I didn't have that in the beginning, and then so like when you are listening to a person and what they are going through, you have the opportunity to change that person's life.
At least for a few hours that they're gonna be with us. Yeah.
So I am grateful for the opportunity to do that on a daily basis. And so yeah, I'm a manager now at a restaurant here in one of the airports in New York City. I'm pretty excited about this opportunity because it's kind of new in every aspect. The time now in my career, I'm not trying to like chase a goal and becoming this like big shot in the company. I think now it's more like giving back.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is just giving back to the next generation of kids that yeah that want to be in this industry.
Oh, like teaching young people, young kids, what little young Thundercats.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know that people that come into this industry, some of them just here for the money and then they come and go. Others are just doing it for a season or two.
Yeah, little extra cash.
But then you have others that kind of like
Enjoy that.
probably were in that mentality, like, hey, I'm only gonna be here like a year or two and then I'm out. But then kind of grasp them into their interest, and they try to want to succeed in the industry and they want to move up. And so these are the type of people that I kind of want to connect with and teach them what I know. That's it. No complication. If they want to learn how to be a good server, they want to learn how to be a good manager, they want to learn how to be a good busser. I mean, I've done it all. Bartender, bar back. Let me know.
What do you think is your worst moment for you as a like? What do you think was a bad experience that you wish you were not in this industry?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
And it can be anything. It can be it can be gas. It can be
It's a hard one because honestly, this industry, yeah, it comes with a roller coaster ride. You got your ups and downs, but just like in anything, right? In relationships, you have that. In friendships, you have that. I think the one that I kind of like took to heart, and it has happened recently, separating from a company that I've been working there for almost like 10, 10 to 12 years, and so like I'm not going into full details, but just it's hard to like separate from this from a from a company that you've been working for such a long time and gave it everything, gave them your hard working, your soul to the company. You believed in it, and so then that's the hard part, to split apart and move on. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Not what happened, just the splitting of it and moving on.
Yeah, because I mean, you touched a lot of lives, and you connected with so many people, from some guests to employees.
I had so many people there. I have learned so much. I have so many friendships that I created there. And so, yes, it was just hard. It was bittersweet, bittersweet. But, those are the type of lessons you learn and you move on. And now, you take that opportunity and embrace it and be positive about it and move forward, and that's basically what it is, man. If you don't have that positivity in your mind, you're not gonna succeed in anything else.
Yeah, and now we're starting a podcast. It's fucking dope.
Look at that. Now we're starting a podcast. I never expected me to be here to talk about it, and being able to work with one of my closest friends since a long time. Well, it's been since we were 16, 17?
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Should have done this a long time ago.
It's a long time.
But,
so super excited, man. Fuck that.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if we could curse or not, but we are here.
There will be some cussing.
There will be some cursing because I'm not gonna watch my mouth, but I'll be very honest with you. I'll try my best. But I feel like we are here to stay. I'm excited. I can't wait. I know I can't wait to show it off to all my friends and family. And
just to jump back on what he was talking about, and the question that I asked him, what was bad times or bad moments from the industry that we're in? For me, I think is what I'm doing now. I think nothing. I think I mentioned it already, but there's nothing harder than closing a restaurant and letting a bunch of people go. This is, unfortunately, I don't know if this is the third time, because I was a manager. All 3 times, and they all closed, and then it was sad. And I think that's one of the things that I don't like to experience, because if a restaurant could stay open forever, that would be amazing. It really is, unfortunately, and our business makes a lot of people happy. Makes a lot of people have, a good time. There's people like that, like us, that we show people a good time. We'll go out to experience good food, good wine, good beers, good cocktails. And it's sad to see that, it's not really, the same anymore, right? I could be wrong. But I feel like the industry has changed so much. I definitely see the industry in a different side. And we'll get into that some other time.
Of course, yeah. I was going to say that we get that because there's a lot to cover when it comes then to how this industry has evolved. And believe me, I have so many friends in the industry that will agree with me, and probably others that will disagree.
Some people probably think, no, I don't think the industry has changed, but no, it definitely has.
And I think that, when we discuss it and we kind of break it down and pinpoint when and how, then you kind of will see
So that's our occupation. That's what we do.
That's what we do. That's how we make our living. We're proud of it.
Hell yeah, I'm proud of it.
There's a lot of people out there that are in this business, and salute to them, because they are the ones that are there a day, working hard, making sure people are having a great time, eating great food, showing great hospitality. So salute to you guys. And also in this podcast, man, we're gonna talk about, our tribulations, man, our freaking personal, issues, man. And, I can't wait for that too, because, I guess I got a lot of things to get
We've
off my
got
chest.
something to
I'm
say.
pretty sure. Yeah, we have something to say. So yeah, talk to me nice after that, all right? But we're definitely gonna have a great time here. Another question that I wanted to ask you, Compa, that I totally forgot to ask you earlier, when it came to like the podcast, I was thinking a lot, maybe a couple of weeks ago, about, what we were trying to accomplish. And, and now that we said it, but my question to you is when it came to the reality that we were going to do this and you were going to, we're going to make this happen, did you have any doubts? Like, did you have any, like, cold feet in a sense, like, man, I don't think this is, I don't know why I'm doing this or if I should do this? Did you discuss this to anybody and, they will give you negative feedback?
No, no, honestly, everybody that I've mentioned this to have all been very positive. My family, my closest friends, and then obviously yourself and your family, and I'm sure they know about it. They've all been very positive. I think it's just been more of the doing it. Just press record and start talking and then send it out. Obviously, we're new to the whole thing, so it's not gonna sound great, but we'll get better as time goes by, and it's more than nervous a little bit of nervous. Not really. I don't know what it is.
I'm glad that you said that because yeah, I think that was the main focus on why we didn't launch it earlier. I just felt like we weren't ready, and I wasn't sure. But it's that type of thing where like it's like when you're becoming when when you're becoming a parent, let's say, or you're becoming like, when are you ready, right? Like we just you're never ready. You're never gonna be ready. And I think that the mentality is that if you keep on procrastinating it, then it's never gonna happen. So
Kind of just gotta push through and just do it, and then see what happens. You're not hurting anybody. Nobody's hurting you. People are gonna be judgmental about it. It's fine. People have their own opinion. I have my own opinion all the time about lots of things, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with people talking shit. As long as I'm happy, I'm breathing. My family is good. My compadres, everybody's good. It's all good. We're not trying to cause any hurt. We're not gonna hurt anybody. Again, it's just we're gonna have a good time and just bang it out and yeah, and just let everything out. Let our emotions out. Give people a laughter. We have plenty of stories of where we're gonna make people laugh and they're gonna be like, well, these fucking guys are crazy.
yeah, thank you for telling me that, man. Because again, I was just freaking losing my mind on like why we weren't able to launch this, and I was so scared, bro. Like I had that same fear. Like, man, is it gonna sound great? How's my voice gonna sound? Like, like I was just scared. Am I gonna like freeze? Am I gonna just like not talk and not, how I'm gonna like sound to the public? And I just realized, you know what, man? Whether or not you do this correctly or not, it's still gonna have an opinion on you, whether it's good and bad. So yeah, like you said, just have fun with it, and as long as I'm breathing and having fun, everything else is pretty secondary.
I think overall, it's gonna be good for our mental health.
Yeah, this platform is definitely for it, and I think that it's gonna also help us bond together, man, and it's gonna help us create even more memories, and I think that the most important thing, again, like what we said in the long term, is that I hope that our podcast could touch one person.
And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It doesn't, we're gonna look at each other 20, 30 years from now. Remember that time we tried to start a podcast?
It's gonna work out.
Yeah, you're right. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. It's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be cool. I don't care if it takes us 1,010 episodes or 2 or 3 episodes, man. We're here for the long run. We're here to stay. If you ask us the question like what makes us different from these 5 million podcasts that are out there, what you're gonna hear is what you're gonna get. You're gonna hear real stories. You're gonna hear two gentlemen here that are expressing their feelings, their concerns, their happiness, their everything. And so, we just want to keep that real. And then once we have more opportunities and things, we're gonna give you more of what we have in a personal level. Like, like my compadre mentioned here, in the future, we want to kind of record ourselves and you can see us. And again, it's going to be fun.
Or 30 years from now, we're still gonna be doing that. Maybe somewhere bigger, not in my bedroom.
We're definitely in his bedroom.
Small little setup. But anyway, I think that comes to an end now.
Really? We were just getting started, right?
I know, but we can. I don't want to bore people with just like, yeah, for sure. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Hope you find us on all your major streaming platforms, on Spotify, uh, Apple Podcasts, and I'm still trying to figure out how to get it to iHeartRadio. And yeah, we look forward to this next journey, and we're really excited. Shout out to you, compadre. Let's go.
Yeah, man, definitely. Thank you for everyone who's listening or part listening and then left and then came back when the good part came back. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is, man. Thank you so much. Everything counts here. We just want to make sure that we have a platform for everyone, and I hope that we could touch a person out there. And this is just the first of many. And like compadre said, we're just testing out our equipment. We're testing out, what we need to work on. We're just gonna get better. We're gonna get better. We're gonna get real good at it. And I can't wait for the future. Thank you all who listen, and see you next time. I'm out.